It's Kahir the Conqueror here. Now, quick trigger warning before I continue. Have you ever heard the phrase hurt people? Well, there's truth to that. The crazy thing is it doesn't have to be the case. It doesn't have to be true. I've been watching Criminal Minds lately. That's one of my shows, and I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but when I do, I like things that are familiar and bring comfort. In case you are one of the rare people who have never seen Criminal Minds, it's basically about FBI profilers on a team that work to obviously investigate and catch people that do some horrendous stuff. And I just want a disclaimer, I'm not condoning any of that stuff. It's fiction based on a TV show, but I'm gonna tie all of this together. In order to understand why, in order to understand how to categorize, in order to think ahead and to all of that stuff, for the person that is doing that terrible stuff, they have to go into their mind. They have to go into their past, into their childhood, into their upbringing in terms of all of that stuff that made them the way that they are, that contributed to them being what they became. A common theme, if not in every single episode, is that the person that became that monster that they portray in a fictional television show is somebody that was a wounded person. Is somebody that went through immense trauma and horrendous things themselves. That same pain in some instances that they inflict on people was inflicted on them. They even sympathize to a degree with the person, like, man, they have to go there in order to understand all of those things, in order to understand why they even picked the person that they did. Why did they pick this person and not that person? To step away from the television show, we live in a reality of hurt people hurting people. I will put myself on Front Street because of things I experienced, because of things I was exposed to. I became, at one point, a hurt person hurting people, projecting my hurt onto other people. If you're making this video and you're talking, what changed? What changed is, number one, realizing, do I have to perpetuate a cycle? Do I have to continue something that affected me? Do we have to hurt because we've been hurt? Because one person hurt your heart, you're gonna make everybody pay for it? Because one person didn't believe in you, you'll never believe in anybody else? Because the person that looked like this made you feel a certain way, everybody that looks that way, you're gonna subject them to that stereotype because of whatever analogy you can think of. Everybody has to pay for it. At some point, you can't step back. See, what will change in the world is when the hurt people, which are many of us, because it's just a world where a lot of people are trying to survive in the best way, shape, or form possible for them. That is why in all of these videos, I have learned about the element of forgiveness and why it's so important. Because when you understand what makes people do certain things, you should give grace. It doesn't mean you forgive and just, oh, loop-de-doo, you can just come back in my life again. No, you might have to set real boundaries. You might have to step away from something because of that. But if everything was okay, would they have moved in the way that they did? How did they know how to do it? Is it just something that's innate in them? I don't think that in many cases. You're just doing something somebody did to you or somebody you saw do it around you or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be sick or anything like that. It can be in the way we speak to people we love and care about or claim we do. It can be in the way we treat other people. It can be in many ways. You're just doing your best imitation of what already hurt you. And again, what changed for me is realizing I don't want to continue that cycle. I want to go into love with an open heart and not project that onto a future partner. I want to be able to look at my siblings and cousins and family and things like that and not project hurt on them because of how I feel or felt or whatever the case may have been. I want to trust people. I don't want to always be looking behind my back and paranoid and things like that. I want to not judge every single person that doesn't look like me and people of my demographic, and give them a chance to show who they really are. See, the thing is, when you realize and take a step back from ego, from being a victim, and from thinking in a bloodlust or survival kind of mentality, I have grace for you, because there are people who've been through some things that they can't speak on. There are people who have been through things that you're like, why would anybody do that? But you can break the cycle. You can change. You can stop it from happening to other people. You have children. Something happened to you. So because it happened to you, you're gonna let your children suffer from it too? See, some of the people who become hurt and unfortunately may project that or continue that cycle, you're a buffer. You serve as a boundary between either allowing that in or stopping it. How do you do that? What are you talking about? Number one, you make the change. You say enough is enough, no. And that's a bold move for somebody to do. It takes bravery. It's not easy. And you might feel alone because many people don't and don't want to. Well, that's how we got in this position we are in the world. Because nobody or not many people are willing to take the risk and say enough is enough for whatever that is. You can change. You can heal. You can help other people avoid it. But you have to be willing. We don't have to be hurt people hurting people. We can be hurt people who make peace, accept, forgive, move on for ourselves, not for whatever happened. That's between you. But we can go from hurt to healthy and whole and wholesome people that protect other people. Doesn't that sound better?